What's up? I'm Joel from 105.1 The X. We are backstage at fauX 2020 with Taylor Momsen from The Pretty Reckless. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. So the whole idea of what we're doing is, we really miss rock festivals, music festivals, and live music, period. We asked our listeners to submit their dream rock festival lineups, like any bands, past or present. I'm putting you on the spot with this one.
Man.
Your dream rock festival lineup. Give me some artists that you would want to have there.
Past or present, alive or dead?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Okay.
No limits.
All right, well, I'm just going to list all my favorite bands. So, the Beatles, Pink Floyd, AC/DC, Soundgarden, The Doors, Eric Clapton in whatever incarnation he feels fit. I can keep listing bands here. Oasis. Oasis would be awesome. I'm dying for them to get back together. I know, right? I don't know. Is that enough? I'd like to be on that bill.
Sure. You will be on the fauX bill, whether you know it or not.
Sure.
So the idea then is we went through their submissions. We picked 12 that we thought were great, and we're turning those into like little mini festival sets all weekend long, where this person gets contacted like, hey, at this time we're making a set out of your festival. So and mixing in some live cuts, and we've got our morning show, The Woody Show, hosting it, and it's gonna be a great time. So hey, 105.1thexkc.com, noon to 6, Saturday and Monday of Labor Day weekend. Check it out.
It sounds like it's a very creative idea. I like that. That's cool.
Thank you. So it's just you and me talking today. Unfortunately, we were supposed to have a winner in here with us. I was hoping we could do a shout out to Kendra, because she was our winner that we drew for this. And she very quickly and graciously got back to us saying that she had to work and couldn't do it. And then the person we contacted next never got back to us at all. So if you could say something nice to Kendra, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely. Well, it's crazy time, so I understand. But Kendra, hello. Taylor here. Sorry we didn't get to meet kind of face-to-face via, the computer. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you're hanging in there in all these crazy times and staying safe and staying positive, and just know the storm will pass. So I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you this time, but next time for sure.
Awesome. So we last talked on the phone just after you guys put out Death by Rock and Roll. What has the life of Taylor Momsen been like in the 3 months since then?
Honestly, it hasn't changed too much. It's, the life of quarantine. I mean, lots more press, lots more Zoom and this type of thing, which I've just been trying to get used to, which is, I still find it a little strange, but I've kind of gotten a rhythm down with it, I think. The song went #1 since then, which is insane, and thank you, and crazy. So that's awesome. And now it's just kind of, now we're working on visuals. We're trying to figure out we're finishing the album cover and stuff like that, and trying to figure out how to make videos, like actual proper music videos, not just animation ones. So lots coming up. So everything is just still percolating, but sooner than later, I think things are gonna be revving up here.
I hope so. I imagine that's challenging for artists these days. You want to do things that are interesting and original, but there are a lot of limitations on what you can do. It's hard to get in the same room with everybody. We're seeing a lot of animated videos and cover songs. Do you guys have a lot of conversations bouncing creative ideas back and forth, trying to figure out what you can accomplish?
Endless conversations, I think is the better phrase. Seriously, just going back and forth with, I don't want to say anything yet, but with directors and stuff of how we can make something that doesn't look like it was made in quarantine, that's something that will really last the test of time. And there are a lot of hurdles to overcome with that, and just safety protocols alone are insane. But I think we've got something good percolating here, so hopefully it'll all come to fruition.
Awesome. And I would be willing to guess that while you probably can't say anything specific, we'll probably get another new song from Death by Rock and Roll soon, since the title track has gone #1.
Yes, yes. More music to come very soon. And again, this is I hate doing this because I can't say anything. So it's just yeah, soon, soon. I feel like it's my endless catchphrase of soon.
It's all right. We'll just get psyched.
Soon.
So some of the things that have popped up between our last talk and now, the occasional quarantine acoustic thing. I saw that you worked with Elaine Johans on a Chris Cornell cover. Can you tell us how that came together? Because Elaine, I mean, he's not a household name, but he's been around a long time. He has a very rich history, including history connected to Chris Cornell, who I know is a huge influence on him.
Yeah, well, Elaine and I, we met a few years ago and became friends, and I've been a huge fan of his for a long time. I mean, he's such an incredible musician. I call him, he's like a world musician, where he can play everything, and he has kind of a magic touch to anything he does. And The Keeper came about because, in quarantine, just trying to figure out something that's kind of inspiring and interesting to, something unique that you wouldn't. I'm trying to treat quarantine like trying to make creative things that maybe wouldn't have happened if we were not in this situation, like collaborations with, like with Elaine and things like that, because we'd be on tour and, this type of stuff wouldn't be coming out. I wouldn't be making it. So I'm trying to keep my creative juices flowing, and I've always loved the song The Keeper. And he's the original guitar player on that and the producer of that song. So it was just kind of just an idea I had, a whim, and called him up and said, hey, he was actually stuck. He just got back, but he was stuck in Chile. He's been in Chile this entire quarantine. He was on tour and got stuck there and in an Airbnb all by himself this whole time. So it's like, hey, do you want to do something? Maybe, lift your spirits and make some music here. And so that's really, it's kind of that simple. That's how that came about. And I think it turned out pretty nice for Chile and Maine collaborations, I'm getting it was savvy with the technology.
It was a fantastic version. And also I mostly knew Elaine from his stint in Queens of the Stone Age, because circa 15 years ago, I don't think there was a band that loved more, and he was in that band for a few years. But just in kind of learning more about his history with Chris Cornell, since I watched your version of The Keeper, he was a big part of his first solo album, Euphoria Morning, like a huge part of it. Played many instruments, co-wrote a couple tracks. So, he's, obviously over the years, not quite as involved with Chris as Soundgarden, but, definitely since then, a part of that world.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Which is why, who better to, hey, I want to cover this song, who better to call the guy who produced it and played it originally. So that was kind of a simple thought, and I'm glad we got to do it. I really am. I'm quite proud of that cover, because we before quarantine, we never did a ton of covers. We did in the very beginning of our career, just because we didn't have enough material to fill up a whole set, especially in the very before the first record was out and stuff. But it's been interesting in quarantine, getting to kind of actually make just creative pieces, creative covers, creative pieces of music, collaborations with people I love and our dear friends that, like I said, wouldn't happen if we weren't in this situation. So I've been trying to treat quarantine trying to stay on the positive side of things.
Well, it's like you said, you've got an opportunity to do things that you might not have been able to do otherwise. I know, headline level stuff we're looking forward to once this veil lifts over all of us. Last time we chatted, I don't want to get too much into this again, but you've got half of Soundgarden on your record doing a song. You did that collaboration with Matt, the Quarantine Acoustic Halfway Home cover, I think it was?
Halfway There, but yes.
Halfway There.
Yeah.
My mistake.
No, it's all good.
So we're excited for that stuff. My last question for you, and it's one that I'm asking a lot of people lately because I'm just curious, and this, because your kind of fame is a little different than your average person in a rock band, because I don't know if you're able to go to a show just individually and enjoy a band set as a fan. When was the last time you were able to do that?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, when we're on tour, I tend to check out, at the festivals and stuff, I tend to check out lots of bands when I have the time. The last show I went to that I actually wasn't playing, I'm trying to think of the time. Sorry, dead silence there.
It's totally okay. I'm putting you on the spot.
I think it was Eric Clapton at the Garden, which was fantastic. It was either that or it was Pearl Jam at Fenway, which I also saw. So I'm not sure. The tie was very close together in time, so I'm not sure which one was first. But both shows were amazing. So
what year was the Pearl Jam at Fenway show? Because I went to one, I think 2018.
What year is it?
2020 now.
It probably would have been around. Yeah, that sounds right. 2018.
I was living in Boston at the time. We might have been at the same show.
The last round of touring they did. So was that 2018? Probably was.
I don't remember. I think it was, because they were supposed to do it again this year and couldn't, obviously. So
yeah. So
we might have been at that show together.
You know what? We were there. We were hanging out. It was a great time. Wasn't it awesome?
Just arms up for Alive,
Yeah.
Taylor, thank you so much for taking some time to chat with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right. We're looking forward to the new record. Good luck.
Thank you so much.